So really quick, I wanted to just talk about a specific subject that's been that really needs to be spoken on. It's regarding this hidden cancer of hip hop, and what I feel is really killing hip hop from the inside out. A lot of people, it's in all of our faces every single day, and I've only heard it being mentioned or spoken about once or twice. And the people who actually spoke on it are very respectable members of the hip hop culture. And to be honest, it's not just what's killing hip hop, it's what's also killing rap. Both. Because hip hop is not and rap are not the same thing. They're not synonymous. They're not, I mean, as much as the media and the mainstream outlets try to push that, it's not the same thing. But yeah, I want to speak on this, and it's pretty much in your face. Everyone sees it, but no one really understands, or can not really understands, or can see that it's killing hip hop, and this is why it kills hip hop. It's a hidden cancer, and what that hidden cancer is, it's not Sean Puffy Combs, it's not the new generation, it's not Chief Keef, it's not uh, Young Thug. No, those are not what's killing. That's not what's killing hip hop. Those things that I just mentioned are not the hidden cancers of hip hop, as some people would like to believe. The hidden cancer of hip hop is the absence of subgenres. This is what's killing hip hop every single day, slowly but surely. The absence of subgenres and the non-recognition of subgenres by mainstream outlets and corporations, marketers, and people who actually promote hip hop on a daily basis. They do not recognize any type of subgenres, nor do the rappers themselves recognize subgenres. And guess what? They recognize all of these different subgenres of rap music. They recognize them all as hip hop, as if hip hop is an umbrella term, when in fact hip hop is not an umbrella term. Hip hop is a culture that was created in the South Bronx. It's a subculture that was created in the South Bronx in the 70s, evolved in the 80s, in the 90s, and it's still growing today, and it's global. It consists of 5 elements: MCing, breaking, DJing, graffiti, what's the other one? Beatboxing, and there are other elements you could say, production, and what else? Some would even say, I guess, knowledge. But regardless of how many elements, that's not the topic of discussion. It is a subculture, and it's recognized as a subculture. Rap is just one of the elements that I wouldn't say exactly came from hip hop, but hip hop kind of took rap. It made rap evolve. It made rap evolve, and it made rap grow, and it commodified rap. Because rap actually existed before hip hop. If you know your history, I mean, there were people actually rapping before hip hop, and they even rapped in the same type of cadence and the same type of way that people rap in hip hop in modern eras. But that's of another day. That's a subject for another day. But at any rate, yeah, subgenres not being recognized, being taken seriously, is what's killing hip hop. And why is it killing hip hop? Okay, well, first of all, it's not allowing hip. It's not allow. First of all, it kills hip hop because it takes hip hop from what it really is, a culture, and with its specific style that is embraced by those of that culture. For instance, hip hop rap would be like Mos Def, Common, Wu-Tang, Gangstar, Tribe Called Quest, Little Brother, Slum Village. That would be hip hop. Hip hop is a certain style, it's a certain spirit, it's a certain essence, it's a certain feel. And those of the culture, of the actual subculture of hip hop, know exactly what it is. Hip hop is not an umbrella term. Everything is not a part of hip hop. Everything is not a part of hip hop. And this is what people fail to see. And this is why when people ask me how I feel about hip hop, to me, hip hop is sustained. It's maintained. It's healthy. Hip hop, the true hip hop, yes, it's sustained. It's healthy. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not failing. It's not. There's nothing wrong with hip hop. Hip hop is great. It's strong. It's strong, and with the internet, it's even stronger than ever because it allows the community of hip hop to make to be amongst each other and grow and be a healthy community. So hip hop, when you know what hip hop really is, it's healthy. So, but when you take the term hip hop and turn it into an umbrella term for rap, then it looks unhealthy. Then it appears to have cancer. It appears to be dead. It appears to be destroyed. Because no, that's not the problem. The problem is your definition of hip hop. You have the wrong definition of hip hop. Okay? So hip hop is alive and well and doing great. You know what I mean? When you really look at hip hop for what it is, as a culture, not some fake umbrella term that the media fucked around and created and just pushed, because that's what the media does. The media is full of people that try to know a little bit about every subject, but they don't know a lot about a specific subject. You know what I mean? And this is what in corporations, they don't give a fuck. They'll just market anything in any way as long as you fucking pay. So they'll call anything hip hop. They'll call fucking, goddamn it, Miley Cyrus hip hop if that will fucking drive sales. So, I mean, not saying anything wrong with Miley Cyrus, but I mean, she's not hip hop. But, a fucking record label will tell you this shit if you'll go to the fucking register and make a purchase, or go to iTunes and make a fucking purchase of Miley Cyrus. So that's how it killed hip hop. Now let's talk about how it killed rap. It's killing rap, not having subgenres and not recognizing these subgenres, because the subgenres, they exist, but they exist on a kind of like in a passive way. Like, we'll call it that, but we don't recognize it as that. So, okay, for instance, like, let's look at an award show. They'll be like, okay, the best hip hop album of the year. And then they'll come up with fucking Young Thug. Not saying anything wrong with Young Thug. I mean, because, Young Thug is Young Thug, But he's not hip hop. Okay, and then they'll have a category of best hip hop song of the year or act of the year, and then they'll have Young Thug, Nas, Common, T.I., Chief Keef, Little Durk. I mean, just all of these fucking people who are of different subgenres that don't match. Now, if they took subgenres seriously, then they would have a category for drill rap, the best drill rappers. Then there would be Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Lil Reese, who else? Bobby Shmurda, or anyone that's of that subgenre. If they took, say, best trap rap album of the year or rapper of the year, then they could have Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, I Love McConan, Future, and who else is a trap rapper? Gucci Mane, you know what I mean? And so forth. The rappers who are specific to that subgenre, okay? Then they could have best hip hop. And if they had a best hip hop section, I would want to see J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Bishop Nehru, Joey Badass, Common, Lupe Fiasco, and people who actually belong in that subgenre. Now, here's where it really gets sick and it really get fucked up. Why the fact that they're not recognizing subgenres. It gets fucked up when You start mixing the crowds and the audiences of these different subgenres under this umbrella of hip hop, and then there's all this infighting. Oh, I hate your style. You guys are killing hip hop. You guys are killing rap. You're killing this and you're killing that. When in reality, they should all be living in their own little sections and segments so they could exist on their own. Okay, and then you can appreciate, if you're a hip hop person that's into like true hip hop, then you can appreciate a Young Thug. You'd be like, oh, he's a great trap rapper. You know what I mean? For what he does, he's good at it because he is good at what he does. Or Gucci Mane or Rich Homie Quan. But when you start comparing these people to like say Nas or Jay Z or people of that belong in the actual hip hop genre, then you start like, you know, I don't fuck with you because I fuck with Nas or I fuck with Common, and you know, you all are fucking us up over here. That's what's killing hip hop. That's what's killing hip hop. The non-recognition, the non-recognizing of subgenres, the mixing of audiences, everyone believing that everything is hip hop, and people not wanting to give like certain rappers a chance because they feel like it makes them look bad or makes them feel like they're a part of something that's just not cool or not really hip hop. That's what's fucking up hip hop. That's what's fucking up rap. That's what's fucking up rap. Because most of the shit that we're hearing today isn't really hip hop. It's mostly trap music or ratchet music or something else, and people are pissed off at it because it's not what they think is hip hop, which it's not. It's not. But if the mainstream audience, if the mainstream media and mainstream outlets recognized it as for what it really is, then people could appreciate for what it is and be like, okay, I like what they're doing over there, that trap stuff, or I like what they're doing over there, that ratchet stuff, or I like what they're doing over there, that the drill stuff, and so forth. You can appreciate things for what they truly are, and not for it being hip hop, because it'll never be hip hop. It's not hip hop. They're doing something completely different. These kids today are inventing genres. You know, I appreciate what they're doing because I don't see them as hip hop. I look at them for who they are and what they are. Like, I can go and listen. Like, I'm a diehard hip hop fan. Company Flow, fucking Pharaoh Munch. You know, I come from that fucking cloth. Kane, Kool G Rap. Like, I come from that cloth. But I can fucking listen to Little Reese all day long and not feel any ways about it because I know what he is. I know he's a drill rapper. I know just because they rap doesn't mean they're hip hop. They do what they do. And I love what they do. I love what Chief Keef does. I love what Little Durk does. It doesn't take anything away from me. I can turn around and go listen to Joey Badass right after that because I don't put them in the same category. I see them as different as classical music and jazz music. You understand? But see, the mainstream media, all they see is hip hop. And we need to put an end to it. We need to get someone on top of that, someone like a Questlove who has some type of authority in the community, you know, to say something about that. To say so. And here's where it even gets even worse. We need an adult contemporary. We need an adult contemporary rap because just because a rapper gets to a specific age doesn't mean he has to quit. We need rappers that can cater to that audience of 35 plus that grew up on true hip hop and they want to still hear that. They may not want to hear trap music. They may not want to hear drill music. You know, they may not want to hear ratchet. You know, they may want to hear something that reminds them of, you know, when they were younger. They may want to hear that boom bap. You know what I mean? They may want to hear that type of rap and they want to hear it in a 2015 format. They want to hear that updated version of a Gang Starr or that updated version of a tribe. So we need to really to address this. We need an adult contemporary. So then once that adult contemporary starts to grow, then more rappers that are older will start, you know, coming with fresher sounds, and it'll expand and grow, and it'll be recognized. And once it's recognized, it can be commodified, and they don't have to, you know, worry about keeping up with what's new or what's trendy. They can focus on doing what they're doing and staying in their lane. So yes, that is the hidden cancer of hip hop. That's what's killing hip hop. The non-recognizing of genres or subgenres.